Yes, you made it. This is the official podcast of the Female Way. We are a movement. We are here to make a difference in the world. And you can feel the butterflies in your belly right now. Be the change you want to see in the world. And let's make the impossible possible. You are here as an inspiration. You motivate others around you. We're in it together, babe. Let's do this. Super welcome. It's by far the hottest topic in the world. Everyone opens their eyes, opens their ears, and we have their full attention when this topic comes on the table. It's very funny when I have a conversation and there are like more people around. You see like people turning around, their heads are turning, they're like paying attention, they're eardropping. It's so interesting. And yet it's very, very logical. Because for many, 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 many years, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, we go back. There was something called porn. And after that, nothing, empty. And we played those cards. I mean, for sure, there are still crowds practicing, watching the videos, thinking this is the way to go. But it's less and less. And there is a gap. There is a gap of people wanting more depth, more connection, more realness, more adventure, more embodiment, more the mystical and a spiritual approach. Hey, welcome in my world. My name is Umita Premila, and today I'm going to take you on a journey. What is this tantric lifestyle all about? What are people speak about and practicing in temple nights, and you can book a tantric session? What is this? So I am today with you from let's say stormy Amsterdam. You might catch my background sounds because it's going wild out there. Yet, that didn't withhold me of sharing with you. I felt like having a moment with you all. So thank you for being here. And I will step into what is a Tantric Way of Life. How can you implement it? What are the benefits? Why is it not only sex? Let me put it just out there right away. It is definitely not just that. Maybe it isn't that at all. So now I can see you with question marks in your head, like, okay, if it's not that, what is it? Today you will find out. A Tantric Way of Life is a lifestyle. It is not a push on a button. And yes, as a therapist working in the field of intimacy, a question I get very, very often, or a case where they want to work on with me, is often they want to increase their libido, they want to uplift their intimate life, they want to attract a soulmate, they want to feel more, connect more with the body, all of that. And that's beautiful, and that's all possible. Yet, it's not a push on the button. There are some little quick fix, but that's not in my field. That's not in my world. I love to go into the depth, have long-term results, and that they stay with you. Because a quick fix is literally what it is, a quick fix. And then you fall back even deeper and harder and darker. Yet, if you implement the beautiful. And actually, maybe I can even say it is the way of living. But we forgot. We came all to this earth as tantrikas. We were born that way. We were free, we were complete, total, healthy, alive, sexy, juicy, happy, joyful, playful, all of that. And these are the qualities of a tantrika. A tantrika accepts life as it comes. Tantra saved my life a couple of times, and I've recorded podcasts about this topic before. But hey, in the beginning I was super resistant. I thought I was entering a sect, some crazy sexual stuff, some wild, disconnected, I don't know, gross stuff. Well, let me share with you, it was totally the opposite. It was the most sacred, loving, beautiful thing ever. But there are many flavors out there, many colors, many organizations offering lots of stuff. And it's black and white, it's 180 difference. So just be very conscious of what you choose. Don't just go somewhere. Pick your battles here. I always did a lot of research, and I have worked with the most amazing organizations. I've attended the most amazing retreats and trainings. And I love the Indian mystical path of Tantra. I love the sacred path. I love the depth in the meeting. I love to get to know my depth and my wholeness and my mystical part. And from there we move in intimacy and togetherness. And from there I meet the other person. For me, that's what Tantra is about. And that's the essence of the original Tantra. But of course, with all the good things, they strip it a bit, they make it a bit different, they involve all kind of stuff, and it becomes like a circus and a theater and an art play and a whatever. But if you're like me, and you want to go into making love with life, making your whole life about feeling joyful, feeling good, feeling connected, feeling you just want to smile all day and jump up and down because you feel how precious this life is. And what an honor it is to be a human. And you're able to see the good things. So I started in Tantra back in 2011, after my big bang in my life in 2010, where I lost everything. And I had a big longing because I felt a bit stuck in my intimate parts, and I always felt that there was more. That it's not just an acrobatic, gymnastic movement, but I felt so much energy in my body. I felt so much desire, and I just knew that there was a mystical path out there that I was not aware of yet. But then, and this is the funny thing, when Tantra was offered to me, I freaked out. I'm like, no, that's not for me. Old patterns, conditions, shame, everything kicked in. So there was a big no. And there was a big no for quite a while. And it got offered and offered. I mean, the universe is very generous. It comes back to you all the time. Offered in various forms. It's so interesting. I see it also now with Feminine Way Wealth. We all want overnight income. And then when it's offered to you, your mind kicks in. Same what I had with Tantra back in the days. But then after 6 months approximately, I was dating this incredible Indian man, a yoga teacher, who I met in Goa. A very cliche, beautiful romantic story. And we were at the beach. And the drums were playing around sunset. And we were all dancing. And he said to me, hey, come up with me. There's this man on the beach. And he was doing kind of qigong and moving. He was dressed in white. And oh my God, the man, he had an aura around him. He was just like, whoa, that energy. I was like, who is this guy? Long story short, he's a Tantra teacher giving a workshop next morning. I'm like, oh no. And then I felt a call. I'm like, there's no escape anymore. 100 Russians and the two of us outside under the trees in magical Goa. Can you imagine? First exercise. No touching. There was space in between us. It was purely eye gazing and a little bit of breath work. I flew away. What I felt in my body at that moment, I never felt before. And I knew and I wanted more of that. I'm like, what is this? I need to know. This is me. This is full embodiment. This is a full orgasm. This is life. And that's when I started my pod. And I worked with the best, amazing people in the world. I picked them very, very consciously. The living masters, the people who were born as a tantrika in tantric families, who are still living it every single day. I worked with them, I trained with them, I lived with them. For almost 7 years, I traveled the world to teach, to learn, to become, to get to get rid of, to let go of. Wow. And now, 2024, I even developed, can you hear? The storm is really going wild here. Oh yeah. Living the life in nature. I'm living on the water side. And it's very open. So the wind is going wild. So 2024, 13 years, almost 14 years, I developed an own method. How you can live a tantric lifestyle. And that's what I teach. This Sunday, there will be a masterclass, Tantric Way of Life, where I will share about the 5 pillars. And I will share what are the benefits. Why should you live a tantric life? And again, I believe that's the only way to live. I mean, for me, it changed my life completely. It gives a sense of peace and freedom. And yes, oh my God, intimate life will never be the same. It's that what you're longing for. And that's why you're looking around. That's why people choose to watch those videos. That's why people choose to look into these magazines and do all kind of stuff, because they know that there's more. They're just looking in the wrong direction. Because that's what you can learn. You know, you learn it's not a push on the button. You learn a tantric way of life and you improve your intimate life like, wow. There's this deeper connection. You have more. You just feel like going for it. I will teach that life is your foreplay, not just a moment, you know, that we women, we can complain, the foreplay is too short, to this, to that. Life is your foreplay. And you will also learn how you can really embody, whether it's the archetype of the wild woman, The sacred slut, the free bohemian butterfly, the warrior, the free spirit, whatever you long for. But this is what you can do. These are the opportunities. This is out there for you. A tantric way of life is basically how you were born when you were little. Remember, you felt free. And maybe you don't remember, you don't recall because you were too young. But when you look at a picture from yourself, you see a wild, free, happy kiddo. And this is who we are in essence. And this is the most biggest, amazing, powerful benefit of a tantric way of life. It's as simple. You can always go back there because you have your box, your toolbox, with the precious meditations and things to do and the practices and mantras, everything. It's so beautiful. And you become that beacon of light and love. And yeah, that sounds very woohoo, very hippie style, but it is that. And you know me. I mean, I love being a hippie. I have a hippie part, but I have also act normal. It is what it is. Side in me. But it's true. Because it's not that love, what we know from Valentine's Day and the roses and the pink clouds and stuff like that. No. It's this unconditional love. And it's filled up in all the cells of your body. You become that. You move like that. You dance like that. You breathe and eat. And when you enter a room, you just lit up the room and people come to you like, I don't know who you are, but I want what you have. That's what a tantric lifestyle does to you. The relationship with your family changes, becomes better with your kids, with everyone around you. And you don't have to go in conversations. You don't have to approach. None of that. You are becoming who you're supposed to be, basically. There's so many benefits. When I developed this 5-pillar method, and I started to share it with my clients and people in the trainings, they get the opportunity to really live and embody those pillars. And then also adapt it to their own life. And that's amazing. So, a tantric way of life is for you, if you're curious, you like a little bit of less seriousness in your life. You're longing for like more intimacy, deeper connection, and you're curious of what is out there. And maybe it's for you. And what I see often also happening, women find their passion, their purpose in life. They know finally what to do and how to do it. Because you come closer to who you are. It's such a powerful tool. And yes, the word tantra is super misused. I really resisted it for like years to use the word tantra, and I tried, the embodiments, loving your body, living your purpose, being a passionate woman. I went around. But then, with my Indian roots, I go back to the magic of Tantra and trust that for the ones who are ready, they feel the call and they come anyways. And that's exactly what is happening right now. Tantra for Professionals is a training for mothers, fathers, entrepreneurs, people who are already a coach, a mentor, a therapist. It's called for professionals because it's for those people who've been around, who have done already quite some personal development work. And why do I say that? In Tantra, we accept ourselves the way we are, the dark and the light. We get to recognize our shadows and dance with them. And we don't become them. We take responsibility of our own lives because we know. So Tantra for Professionals is for you if you feel like flying. I mean, I cannot put it another way. If you feel like flying and make love with life, but you have the foundation and you're ready to spread your light. That's it. I loved sharing this with you. I will share more Tantra in the coming days. Sunday, you can join. It's free. It will be a paid masterclass in the web shop if you listen after Sunday. And then you can buy it for $1.99. Also beautiful. I mean, hey. It's going to be one of the most powerful sharings. With a lot of insights. I will not hold back there. I see you on Sunday. I can't wait. Or somewhere else. Sending you so much love. Ciao, ciao. Yes, thank you for listening. I'm really honored to have you here. If you have a little time and you like the podcast, I would really appreciate to have a 5-star from you. Because when we get 5 stars, it's more easy for other women to find this podcast. So we really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And I just launched my new website, www.humita.nl. And if you like to know how to work with me or have a little info, go to the section courses or coaching or about me and let me know what you think. I see you next time. Bye bye.